So in my last video, I spoke about NBA Live and how great it was on the PS2 era. And I brought up NBA Live 10 and how good that game was, and it low-key brought Live back. But the prior releases really messed up this game's reputation, which led to 2K taking over. You know, EA released 4 bad games in a row from NBA Live 06 to NBA Live 09. All those games was trash, bro. I stand on what I say. Animations was terrible, gameplay was awkward, everything about those games just felt weird. If you disagree, you just an NBA Live fanboy, bro. Stop being in denial, stop being clouded by nostalgia. Them games weren't good. Now some of y'all will say NBA Live 10 is the last great NBA Live. Some of y'all will say NBA Live 19 is the last great NBA Live, and I ain't gonna lie, I have to disagree with that, bruh. And the reason why I disagree with NBA Live 19 being the last great NBA Live is because it feel like you have no control over what happens on this game. Everything is animation based and predetermined. Everything was canned, from the blocks, the steals, the rebounds, the layups, the contact dunks. It was so annoying when you got, oh my god, bro. You can play all the good defense in the world, my nigga, but if a nigga go up for a layup, it's over with, bro. He gonna make it 9 times out of 10 because so many contested layups go in on that damn game. And you can do everything right. It's just nothing you can do when you get locked into an animation. That's how Live 19 is. There's been times where I stripped the ball loose from a nigga, or somebody stripped the ball loose from me, and I'm chasing after the ball and my player's right there and he won't pick the ball up. But the nigga behind me somehow still end up getting the ball because the game has already determined who they want to have that shit. That shit is so whack to me, my nigga, and I value user stick skill a lot. I'm a big advocate for that and having a skill gap in your game. So when you have a game like that, where's the skill gap? You can lose to anyone. I remember hopping back on NBA Live 19 early last year, just messing around with the homies, right? And to sum up my experience, it's so wonder why they don't make NBA Live games no more and they not trying to compete with 2K. Because if you take a game like NBA 2K19, which was its competitor at the time, and split the game side by side and compare the two, you would much rather play 2K. Let's be real, bruh. Now granted, don't get me wrong, Live 19 is the last good NBA Live since NBA Live 10, because in comparison to the other NBA Live games like Live 14, 15, 16, and even 18, yeah, that was definitely the best one. But if you just take the game by itself, it's still a lot of issues, man, and that just shaped my decision to why I think Live 19 ain't the last great NBA Live game. But I don't want to talk about NBA Live 19 too much, because that's not what this video is about. We're here to talk about the game that I'm holding in my hands right now. NBA Live 10, the last great NBA Live game. But before we talk about NBA Live 10, I gotta take y'all back to where it started on the 7th generation, because it didn't take them until NBA Live 10 to finally make a good game on these consoles. NBA Live 06 came out on the Xbox 360 and it was absolutely terrible. When EA got to this generation of consoles, their main focus was just making their games look good instead of actually play good, using graphics as a selling point because they know some gamers is naive and that's all they see. Oh my god, this game looks so good, look at the graphics, I have to get it. But when they pop these games in and play them, they often get slapped with disappointment. Games lacked content, gameplay was trash, animations was stiff and awkward. And NBA Live 07 for the Xbox 360? Again, mediocre product. NBA Live 08? Again, trash. NBA Live 09? Not good compared to 2K. With them releasing 4 mediocre products in a row, do you really think niggas is gonna stick around when they got another option to go to? Especially when 2K was making games like this. Yeah, man, I think we can all see that it's clear why 2K took over by then. You can literally see how smooth and fluid the game looks through the trailer. I'm talking about through the trailers, bruh. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm about to put some 7th generation NBA Live trailers up on the screen, whether if it's 07, 08, or 09. And you can still see how stiff and awkward the animations and gameplay look through the trailers, bro. You're not supposed to see that. A trailer is supposed to be the best time to catfish people, to make people think the game is something that it's not. And EA couldn't even do that. I could still tell these games is hot garbage through the trailers. It just seemed like EA didn't know what they was doing at this point, and they just didn't know how to make a good game. But when NBA Live 10 came out, that's when we seen a big shift. The game actually felt smooth and responsive. For those of y'all who don't know, Mike Wang, who most of y'all might know for his work on NBA 2K, actually stepped in to help work on this game. He left 2K to help work on NBA Live 10, that way it can help EA get back on their feet and it can be some real competition in the basketball gaming space. And Mike Wang had the right idea. That was goated if you ask me, because competition bring out the best in everybody. And this help clearly did a lot, because NBA Live 10 was a huge upgrade from the previous NBA Live games that came out on the 7th generation. Finally putting NBA Live back on the map, and it looked like NBA 2K had a serious competitor again. And that's what we need the most, is competition. Competition creates variety. it mean I got another option. Because whether you decide to choose between NBA 2K or NBA Live this year, you ain't make a bad choice. Each game has something special to offer, especially NBA Live 10 gameplay. The gameplay on this game is easily the most polished NBA Live gameplay up until NBA Live 19, and most of all, everything is free flowing and smooth. Nothing feels stiff about it. Another thing I love is how shooting is finally on one button. I don't gotta press circle to shoot and square to dunk. I love the dribble system too, bruh. It seems like once you learn how to crack it, you can just glide across the court and it looks so tough. I'm not even trying to overglaze, but everything about this game offensively is satisfying. Whether if it's hitting a three and watching it go straight through the net, dunking on somebody, yamming on a nigga top, or posting up with a big man and throwing down a dunk. Some dunks on this game is so powerful, it dead look like they about to tear the rim down, bruh. I hopped on this game and I was just so happy playing it and having so much fun. I felt like a little kid again. And to make it even better, these is real, raw, authentic PS3 clips y'all watching, my nigga. I had to back out the old, dusty PS3 that sound like a jet engine. I tried to emulate this game, but the game kept crashing on me, man. But I couldn't let that stop me from getting some gameplay footage of this incredible game right here. Another fire feature was being able to choose the atmosphere you wanted to play in, whether if it was regular season, playoffs, or NBA finals. Now they took out the GOATed All-Star Weekend mode that we all loved in NBA Live, but with the game being so good and many other elements, it don't even matter. Especially because they added other game modes too, including this other fire game mode called Adidas Live Run. This is basically like Jordan Rec Center, but just ahead of its time. Low-key wish I had a chance to play this, bruh. If anybody ever played this, let me know how it was, cause it looked fun as hell. Now I know y'all see me cooking up in these clips, but trust me, I done had plenty of moments in this game where the AI has showed me ain't shit sweet. Yeah, the AI on this game is actually smart on defense. If you throw a risky pass, best believe that shit getting tucked. If you try to dribble with a big man, you getting ripped. Post game in this game really matters a lot if you a center. The presentation on this game is real nice too. I also really like how each stadium got their own unique lighting. This game got a real atmospheric feel to it, bruh. So when you put that on top of the game having good graphics and finally having good gameplay, this is what we wanted for a long time, is for EA to not put all their eggs in one basket and just focusing on graphics. You get this right here. All thanks to Mike Wang though. This nigga played such a part in NBA Live's revival, so much to the point where he left, they went downhill again and crashed and burned. Mike Wang did his part. He helped EA make a good NBA Live, helped get back on their feet. Now competition has returned to the basketball game in space and he can go back to 2K. Problem is, EA got a problem with sticking to what works. Instead of taking what Mike Wang had done, adding on top of it and making it better, they completely scrapped it and tried to go with something different, resulting in them releasing NBA Elite 11. The game was riddled with bugs and glitches. They tried to overcomplicate the controls, and the game eventually got delayed and never released. There's only about a few copies of this game left in the world that exists, so if you got this game, you better hold on to it, cause it's gonna be worth a lot one day. It really is right now. NBA Live 10 was the last NBA Live released until NBA Live 14, and after 2K released NBA 2K11, even though 2K had been up on Live for years at that point, it was clear the writing was on the wall. NBA 2K had became the main basketball game.